find it after I said, is there anything else before we get the jury in?
I do have that case, Judge.
Okay, give it to me really fast.
364 Georgia App 518 Grimes versus the state. It's 2022 case.
So, Ms. Brown, did you hear what he just said?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Brown.
Sorry?
You called Ms. Brown.
Well, you know what? I'm sorry, but you didn't introduce yourself, and so I was just taking a stab at it.
I'll take it.
What's your name?
Seth Brown. 88 Seth Brown.
Okay, so what was wrong with me saying Mr. Brown?
You said Ms. Brown.
No, I didn't. I said Mr. Brown.
Oh,
I just
sorry.
slide my words into each other sometimes. So. Okay.
I'll jury present counsel.
Thank you. You can be seated.
Hey, I didn't say it, so shoot, it ain't on me. Let's give y'all a backdrop. Morehouse graduate, 2018, gets hired on 2019 as an assistant district attorney. Went up from $65,000 to $90-something thousand in a salary job. Good job. And then left Miss Love. Still in the office, but under the tutelage of one Adam Abate. Why is that important? Well, let me show you all the last time Seth Brown had an impact on the case. Y'all sitting back, y'all ready for this? It's a long video. If you can and you want to get the conversation going, hit that like button and we'll get to it.
Rodney Sterky.
Good afternoon, Mr. Sterky. Where are you from?
Atlanta.
Okay. And where do you currently live?
In Clayton County.
And have you always lived there?
No.
Where did you live on January 13th, 2015?
I was standing up on Old Hickory Road by then.
Do you recall residing at the address of 3424 Ruby Harper Boulevard in Atlanta?
Yes.
And how did you come to end up residing there?
A friend of mine,
Okay, who's your friend?
Bush.
Does he have a first name?
I don't know his first name.
Is that Bush a male or a female?
It's a male.
Okay. And how do you know Mr. Bush?
My mechanic.
Okay. You said he's a mechanic?
Yes.
Oh, okay. And how long have you known him?
Years.
Years. Do you know him to be, in your knowledge, do you know him to be related to any defendants in this room?
No.
When did you move to 3424 Ruby Harper Boulevard Southeast?
I can't recall the date.
Were you allowed to move in rent free?
No.
Okay. How much was your rent?
Sustained.
Can you use the mic, please?
Thanks.
All right. And how long did you reside at that address?
About 3 days.
Was it did you rent the whole house or did you have just a room?
Just a room.
Okay. And Mr. Sterky, what caused you to move?
I was moving either way I go. I was moving back to Jonesboro.
Okay. Do you recall that address of 3424 Ruby Harper Boulevard being shot up on January 13, 2015?
Yes.
Okay. Would you please tell the jury what you remember about that incident, if you will?
Only thing I know, my van got hit twice. That was it.
Okay. And do you know if the actual home or actually the structure of the home was hit from your recollection?
No.
Okay. Were you hit by any bullets or gunfire?
No.
Okay. Were you actually even present at the time that the incident occurred?
I wasn't there.
Where were you at?
I was at work.
Okay. And what was your shift during that time?
Relevance, objection.
Sustained.
What time did you learn that the house was shot up?
Around 1 or 2.
Okay. And when you returned to the house that at 3424 Ruby Harper Boulevard. What, if anything, did you see that morning?
That night morning,
Well, yes.
a police.
Okay. Did you see any like yellow tape or anything like that?
No,
Okay. Was it a lot or a few police?
few.
Okay. Were you able to access the area where you were staying at that time?
No.
Okay. Why weren't you able to access it?
Hell, I don't know.
Okay. Were you stopped by anybody?
Yes, the police.
Okay. And at which time did you come to learn that it was your house that you were staying at during that stop? At what time did you come to learn that it was your home?
Around 1:30 in the morning.
Poor question. Let me ask a better question. When you arrived back at the home from work, were you able to freely go into the home?
No.
Okay. During which point did you learn at that time when you arrived at the house? I'll strike that question. I'll move on. Other than your van, was any other property that you own affected by the gunfire?
No.
Okay. And what type of vehicle did you own in terms of van?
It's a white van.
Okay. How long had you had it?
About 3 years.
Do you still have it?
No.
Were you able to move it that evening after you had learned that it was affected by the gunfire?
I moved it the next morning.
Okay. How long did you continue to reside at that home after that occurred? After the shooting incident occurred?
I left the following day.
Okay. My apologies. And when did you move? Did you move your van that same night, or did you move it the next day as well?
Yes, and answered.
Sustained.
All right. Was your van still drivable after the bullets had impacted it?
Objection
Yes.
asked and answered.
Sustained.
Your Honor, that question wasn't asked.
Move on, please.
And do you know any of the person? Do you know or have any idea who may have shot up your home on that day?
No.
And have you ever had anything like that happen at any place? At that place that you were staying? Excuse me. Before?
Sustained.
Don't answer that. And after you moved, did you have any further involvement with this particular matter or incident as relates to the 3424 Ruby Harper Boulevard address
No.
shooting?
No further questions.
Any questions for this witness by the defense?
Thank you. No questions.
No, Your Honor. All right. Thank you for your time. You are excused. Call your next witness.
So that's it, right?
That's it.
Okay. They're gonna stop all the threats, right? Because I'm gonna lose my job. When they came to my job, threatened to lock me up.
Well, I am very sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
But you are free to go.
Thank you.
Unlike all these other content creators, here you go. 803 Forest Park, Georgia. Hey, here we go. December 21st. That's this Saturday from noon to 5 p.m. You want more details? Well, I got you. If you want to directly affect the families in a positive way, man, there's my Cash App right there. You know 100% of the proceeds will go to them. If you happen to be in the city that day, pull up on me, man. I'll take pictures with you. I'll chop it up with you, man. Come kick it with Seti Dance. We need all the people there. So if you can show up, man, show up, show out, bring yourselves there next Saturday, and I'll catch y'all there. Like I said, there are individuals who do it, and there are individuals who do it. So even if you don't like what's going on and all that stuff and everything like that, make sure you tune in daily. Subscribe, turn on the bell, stay notified. Let me get back to the rest of this damn clip.
My name is Janice Merriweather, Janice Merriweather.
Good morning, Ms. Merriweather.
Good morning.
Do you have a son by the name of? Do you have a son by the? Did you have a son by the name of Kenneth Hurst, aka Kenny Boo?
Yes.
Okay. And did Mr. Hurst have any children prior to his passing?
Yes.
How many children did he have?
6.
And do you have any other children?
No, those are my only son.
Do you have any daughters?
Adopted daughters, yes.
All right. Do you have any more grandchildren?
No.
Okay.
I have 2 great grands.
Okay. And was there a time that you resided at 193 Hendricks Avenue?
Yes.
And Just a brief moment, Your Honor. Do you know Waikeithia Brock?
Yes,
And who is that to you?
my grandkid's mother.
Okay. And how many grandchildren did she give you?
4.
And what is her relationship to Kenneth Hurst?
With his girlfriend.
Okay. And I want to ask you a few questions, Ms. Merriweather. Do you recall your home being shot up on January 12th, 2015?
I don't recall.
Okay. Do you recall law enforcement coming out that day in reference to such activity?
Like I said, I can't remember. The only time I remember was 2015.
Yes, that's the date I just referenced, January 12th, 2015.
That might have been it.
Okay. It's fair to say it's been a while since that
Yeah.
date. Yes, ma'am. And on that day of January 12th, 2015, what were you doing when your house was shot up?
In the bed.
Okay. Were you asleep?
Yes.
And was it early morning?
Yes.
Okay. And at the time that you heard the shots ring out and hit your home, what, if anything, did you do at that time?
Got on the floor.
Okay. And was anyone else home with you at that time?
Yes.
Who was with you at home?
Charlisa Gaines, Lucille Moore, and Charlisa kids.
Who is Charlisa Gaines?
My adopted daughter.
Okay. And who is Lucille Moore?
My mother.
Okay. And do you recall about how long the shots rang out?
How long did they?
Yes, ma'am.
Say that again.
Yes, ma'am. Did the shooting last a long time or a short time?
It lasted a pretty long time to shoot up my house.
Yes, ma'am. Which of your grandchildren were there at that time?
He was a baby Cam.
Okay. And was there a time during that, before or after that shooting, that Charlisa came to the home, if you recall?
Charlisa came to the home. I think it was before the shooting. I'm not. I think it was before the shooting.
Okay. Did she come after the shooting occurred to pick up her children?
No. Was it before or after? It had to be before the shooting.
Okay.
Because he had to get on the floor too.
Okay. And when, after the shots were fired, do you know who called the law enforcement?
I called him then.
Okay. And did they respond to your home? Did they come?
Yeah, they came.
And
I don't know what time it was, but they came.
Okay. Do you recall if the shot sounded like a handgun or a bigger gun?
A bigger gun.
When you say a bigger gun, do you say, does it sound like it went in rapid succession?
Yeah, like that.
Okay. Was anyone hurt as a result of the shooting?
No, nothing but my house.
And when you say your house, what property outside of the structure of the home was affected?
My windows,
Okay.
my furniture, my dining room, my TVs, my washroom,
Okay.
bedroom.
Right. Do you recall your home being shot up a second time on February? Do you recall if on February 10th, 2015, if there was anyone, excuse me, I'll rephrase. Do you recall on February 10th, 2015, if law enforcement came to your house that second time?
Back of my house.
Okay. And prior to these first and second shootings of your home at 193 Hendricks Avenue, had anything like that ever happened at your home before?
No,
Okay. Do you know who would have done such a thing to your home?
no, I don't.
Okay. Was anyone present inside your home? I know you said you were gone, but was anyone else present inside your home on February 10th, 2015, when the second shooting occurred?
I don't know because I wasn't there.
Questions. A few more questions for you, Mrs. Merriweather. How long have you lived at the location that we're talking about, your home?
Ever since 1993.
I am now marking for identification purposes. State's Exhibit 200 DDD. And I am approaching the witness with the same with your permission, Your Honor.
You may.
I am showing you now, Ms. Merriweather, State's Exhibit 200 Delta Delta Delta. What is it that you're looking at in this exhibit?
Food table.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Sure.
Food table.
Your Honor, at this point. Sure. Been shown already to defendants prior and shown again today, which is identified already as State's Exhibit 200 Delta Delta Delta. And before departing from you, Mrs. Merriweather, you stated that this is a pool table. And is this pool table the one that you stated that used to be in the back of your home, depicted in State's Exhibit 200 Delta Delta Delta? And do you see any persons in State's 200 Delta 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 that you can identify by name?
Can I hold it?
Yes, ma'am. All right.
My son, Kenneth Hurst.
Okay. Do you see anyone else in this photo
I
that
don't
you
know the rest of
recognize?
those.
Is it common? And let me ask this question: does this picture fairly and accurately represent the back of your home as you remember it to be when the pool table was there? Your Honor, at this time, the state now moves to admit into evidence State's Exhibit 200 Delta Delta Delta.
It's admitted.
I'm going to leave this here with you and just ask you a few more questions. How often, if you can recall, would your son be in the back playing pool?
Your Honor, I'm going to object as to relevance.
It's relevant, Your Honor. It's relevant, Your Honor. It's hopefully the state's hope is that it will be developed with the questions that follow.
I'll give you a couple of questions to establish that.
All right.
Go ahead.
Just a brief moment, Your Honor. Ms. Merriweather, did you post this picture that has been depicted as State's Exhibit 200 Delta 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 to social media?
No, I don't know nothing about no social media.
All right. Just a few more questions, Ms. Merriweather. Do you know a person by the name of Kenneth Copeland, also known as Lil Woody?
Yes.
How do you know him?
My grandkid, uncle.
Okay. There was someone that brought you in the courtroom today and helped assist you to get positioned where you're currently seated. Is that the same person that you're talking about named Lil Woody?
Yeah.
Okay. And how long have you known Lil Woody?
It's been a while.
Okay. Has he ever been over your home?
Yeah, he used to come now.
Okay. Does he still come?
No.
Okay.
My son ain't that what he gonna come for?
All right. And Mrs. Merriweather, lastly, does this conclude your involvement with this particular case?
Do what now?
Is that all that you have to offer the jury at this time?
That's all I know. My son was killed. That's all I know.
Okay. I understand. Thank you so much. No further questions. Your Honor.
Are there defense questions for this witness?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Yes?
No questions, but I would like to.
Okay. Do I need to keep the witness? Okay. Ms. Merriweather, thank you for your time, and you are excused. And y'all can approach.
I would like to believe, and y'all let me know if you agree or not, that we had an effect on him leaving Miss Love and Miss Hilton. Because he's now joined Atkins, who left Miss Love and Miss Hilton, to go join Adam Abate over there in Major Crimes. It's amazing how you could push somebody in front of the bus and act like nothing happened. Like I said before, and this is just a theory, I have zero proof. Zero. Let me tell y'all, this is just theory. But I think a lot of y'all can probably agree with me. I think Miss Love started to set them cats up and let them get hit by that bus because it was a losing case. Ultimately, it all falls on FANI Willis. Do not be surprised if and when the opportunity comes for Seth Brown to get up out of there, and he decides to leave. Will we go and crap on Seth Brown right now? No. Not going to do it. Why? Because hell yeah, you deserve every piece of insult, criticism, ridicule hurled your way. Because when you're just following orders, you're fodder. And at times, you'll die a martyr for the right cause. But in this case, no. You essentially were led to believe you're fighting the good fight. But I have to ask you, did you fight the good fight? Did you tell them, let's not bring this old lady up here? Because if she can't make it up here, what are we going to do? And I know 100% they offered to take her there and say, hey, we just need your testimony and all this stuff and everything like that. It wasn't to help her son at all. None about that testimony helped that woman with her son. All it did was make her relive trauma from a failed system that had failed her and her kid and everybody around. Y'all have to understand something. People are elected to be guardians. People are elected to be the people that we want and that we need in these situations. And least behold, they didn't do any of that. Brown did the best thing he could do, and that's get the hell away. Get on. Peace. F this stuff, I'm out. Because they don't give a damn about him. And I think he found that out. And I think he found it out the hard way. And I don't think the recruitment was pretty much that hard at all. I think Adam Abate probably said, listen, if there's stuff you don't like to do, and something you don't feel right about morally and all this stuff, you ain't got to do it, I'll do it. The way in which they treated you over there, hey. Or, could have been like, hey, Miss Love could have thrown him out the bus. Been like, you know what? We don't need you over here. We're going to go ahead and let you go. And she put the blame solely on him and a couple of others. We hadn't seen Brown really after that. He came in the courtroom, did some typing and all that and everything, and was helping out, but that was it. We never seen him again. And if we did pop back on, it wasn't effective. We didn't even remember. At least I don't. There's probably somebody who'd be like, no, he was here on November 2nd at this with this person, this person. Wasn't impactful. Those two testimonies made people hate that man. At least I do, or did. That stunt that they pulled, you can't look at that man any more favorable. Church-going man. Has some views and stuff like that. I'm not going to really post those up on here because I don't want to make this too much of a personal attack, though I could. But yeah, I want to believe that this channel and other channels, because I think I went the hardest on him personally. I didn't see nobody else give him a scathing goddamn verbal ass kicking that we did over here. I'm just going to be fair. I thought when I went back to that courtroom, I was for sure going to jail for some stuff that I said. Not even going to jail. That's pretty harsh. I'd have been kicked out of the courtroom, but the judge does not watch setting age. So, well, stared at me a couple of times, but I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm bigger than everybody. I don't know. Either way it go, Seth Brown did what he needed to do. He got the hell up out of there. He accepted another role doing the same shit with Adam Abate. I think Abate was there basically to reassure people that they don't need to look for other jobs. We have other opportunities in the Fulton County Attorney's Office for you right here, and we'll give you better tutelage. That dude did not deserve the shit that happened to him. Miss Love, you should have got some damn balls, and you did all that stuff. You should have been the person questioning all these individuals. But, you know what they say? They didn't like her. And we pretty much, what Shamar say, clock that T here. We pretty much knew. We didn't have to be in the courtroom to know that there's a level of disgust and dislike for individuals like that. Because at the end of the day, we don't believe you, we can't believe you, and you are full of... But anyways, hey, y'all seen what happened in the previous clip, so Hey, if y'all can't get this video up to 5K likes, I'll probably drop another one about 3 to 5 o'clock, and then we'll get on with what we really need to get on and reintroduce y'all to the remaining 5 defendants of the YSL trial, or RICO. And then after that, it's still not over, because civilly, it's going to get worse. But we're still doing other content here, still doing great. The Seti Nash, the Speak On It podcast, I probably will drop that tonight, probably like 11 Eastern, on the Seti Nash Clips channel. So, yeah, 30-minute podcast, get you through your day or start your day off right. And you know what? Find out how you can win an Xbox or a PlayStation right here. Yeah, man, we just hit 200K. We on our way to 300, man. Subscribe today so you can find out how you can win an Xbox or a PlayStation, man. The details are on the way. This is how you know somebody is literally going to be in the drawing. Robin Minter, check him out, man. All we do is go down and we look and we see his subscriptions. Who does he have? That's Seti Nash right here. What also happens, take that off. Top commenter. That right here, public subscriber. So that's what you got to do, and make sure you share each video, and then you'll be entered to win. Shout out to Mike. Good luck. Subscribe, turn that bell, stay notified, and share to keep your people aware. I'll catch you on the next one.